Back in my late 30s as a young new father, I read Jimmy Buffett's A Pirate Looks at 50, loved it. And more recently, since I just turned 50, I thought it would be a great idea to reread this book. Listening to Margaritaville, I'm a big Jimmy Buffett fan, especially love his ballads. Now that I'm over 2 years into a 100% plant-based diet, I tend to find myself changing the lyrics to Cheeseburger in Paradise. I get all the nutrients I need just from the toppings. As for the factory farmed, well, whatever kind of meat and cheese is on those, I wouldn't feed those to my dog. So, Cheeseburger in Paradise sort of seems like an oxymoron. Not long after our third daughter was born, back in 2004, I had to go through a couple of scary cancer surgeries, and that prompted me to learn what is, really the root cause of so many of our chronic diseases, and it comes down to nutrition. And the same food system also is devastating our environment. Of course, land and seas. America's overconsumption of animal-based food products has really directly led to our national healthcare crisis, which of course nobody can fix. It's really no stretch to say that the mass consumption of cheeseburgers actually helps lead to the destruction of paradise. And of course the pain, losses as a result of all the chronic diseases caused by how we eat. You really can't put a price tag on that. So how about a veggie burger in paradise and a cold root beer? Hopefully what I'm sharing with people will help somebody out there prevent having to have to go through cancer or any number of other chronic diseases or even Alzheimer's. Ultimately, I'm just one of millions of Americans who are proving over multiple years that the amount of meat, dairy, and eggs we need in our diet is precisely zero. Not only that, they're harmful. Plant-powered athletes typically report having more strength, more endurance, less illness, a greater sense of well-being. They just feel better. Death to the factory farmed cheeseburger. What we do not eat is just as vital as what we do eat, and our individual food choices do affect everyone else's environment. We know that Jimmy Buffett cares about the environment, so if hundreds of millions of people started eating dairy-free veggie burgers, would paradise expand? Would the manatees be swimming in cleaner waters? Would the coral reefs start growing back? I think probably. We have to wonder, is it better to make a buck or to make a difference? Suggesting an alternate version of Cheeseburger in Paradise might be like, trying to change the national anthem. Rereading Jimmy Buffett's biography sort of made me wonder if Jimmy might be better off going back to his granola eating barefoot hippie days and, bringing back those cucumber and tomato sandwiches. Sadly, I recently read in the newspaper that Lake Erie is dying again. Much of that destruction is caused by our food system, how we farm what we eat. I see on the menu at Margaritaville, there is a veggie burger clear at the bottom of the menu. I do know of one of the greatest entertainers of our time who could help change that, move that lowly veggie burger up towards the top. Hey, hit the like button and forward this on if you agree. Otherwise, this is all a fart in the wind, really. Hey, parrot heads. Take a look at what parrots eat. Parrots are herbivores. They eat fruits, vegetables, nuts, grains, and seeds. What I'm suggesting here is really a win-win-win-win deal. Parrot heads who are alive and healthy do tend to go to more concerts and spend more money at restaurants. Parrot heads and veg heads unite. Hunters and fishermen tend to be the least likely to want to hear anything about a plant-strong diet. I wish I could figure out the right words to possibly change that. Here is a book from a really great author, a great thinker, and there's quite a bit of information in here about how we eat impacts the oceans. This is No Happy Cows, John Robbins' most recent book. I would like to thank my lovely daughters for having this custom shirt made for me as a Christmas gift. Thank you, ladies. Fight the power and just say no to Monsanto's GMOs. Just say no to the factory farm cheeseburger.